Hi guys, hi and welcome to this very early stream and a live trailer reaction of the first teaser trailer for the movie Joker. So yeah guys, this came out of nowhere this morning. I woke up an hour ago and I just putting my phone on, see my feed real quick because I don't want to see who won in the UFC. I'm yet to watch that. Don't tell me. So I'm scrolling and I'm what? So sometimes trailers are too early. Sometimes they're too where when I work, and I'm talking about that all the time because of the time difference. I'm in Bulgaria, and probably a lot of the American population is sleeping right now, so it's the opposite this time. But without further ado, guys, although you have not yet gathered, since this is so freaking early, but we have to do this live reaction, guys. And as always, I don't want to keep everybody that's gonna watch this recorded too much, so I really can't wait to see this, and then we can discuss it and you know figure out what the heck this is supposed to be. I mean, yeah, let's just start because oh boy.
Could you answer the next series of questions without blinking your eyes?
Yes.
Without fear and hesitation, answer as quickly as you can.
I believe I got something here that's really gonna work. And you know who I want with me by my side, don't you?
Starting now. Have you killed anyone? Do you regret this?
No.
Are you lying? Are you a liar?
Yes?
Where's your father?
Dead.
How did he die?
Drunk.
Where's your mother?
Okay. God, okay, I have to process it a bit. And yeah. Okay, so oh, hi Richard. Wow. So guys, as far as I know, this is going to take place years and years before what the heck happened in Suicide Squad. I don't know, actually not really sure if they're even connected, but I think that they're supposed to be, because the other Joker, the Jared Leto's Joker, he's supposed to be not like a copycat per se, but seeing how he's also is identifying with this Joker persona is the way that maybe we have to put it. Or at least, when this movie was announced, that is what I heard circling around in terms of explanation of how all of those things, movies and stories, are gonna connect somehow or not. It's really confusing because this is so different. It's not really looking like a comic book movie at all. This is looking like a movie about some guy that went nuts and decided to paint his face as a clown and just kill people to make everybody else suffer for what happened to him. And that is very close to the story that I know of the Joker, of his origin story. I think that he has like a few of those. So let's break this down.
Could you answer the next series of questions without...
So he's running because that is probably after his crime in the subway or something like that. That's what I think.
Blinking your eyes.
Yes.
Without fear and hesitation, answer as quickly as you can.
Okay, we all know that Joker's gonna be laughing like crazy all the time. And what's there, guys? I just got used to Jared Leto Joker. I mean, from the minute that I saw him, I was like, ah, well, that seems like a very interesting representation of the Joker for the big screen, you know, considering that we never actually had one that is supposed to be close to the comic books and not as cheesy. So he was the first serious, super creepy, scary, unpredictable Joker that we ever saw on the big screen. And I personally liked him, you know, I like how Jared Leto's, you know, was creating this character, so to speak, in his own way, and all of his tattoos and how modern he was, and you know, even hip and classy in a way. In a way, I'm in a crazy way. So that is like total shift now. But anyways, continuing.
I believe I got something here that's really gonna work. And you know who I want with me by my side, don't you?
Yeah, so basically what I gather here, again, they're trying to say like, okay, he loved his wife very much, something apparently happened to him, he lost his job to her, and he snapped.
Starting now. Have you killed anyone?
Like, okay, for some reason it's kind of hard for me to buy it. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor and everything, but this is obviously done not as a comic book movie. So yeah, it's done like Quentin Tarantino's movie. I think it was Martin Scorsese, that's his the director. Gotta check real quick, but I think so. Okay. Oh no, it's not. It's totally not. How did I mess up that? I don't know. I just saw somewhere that it was Martin Scorsese, but yeah, totally. It says Todd Phillips, whoever this is. So there's two conflicting things for me here. You know, the music of the trailer is made to be like super light, and what I would expect from kind of a western type of a movie, and and the rest of the movie is like I'm watching, I don't know, something like literally from Quentin Tarantino, you know, Kill Bill, or like something like that. It just has this flair, this style of it somehow. He's like, well, I'm very casually gonna transform myself into the Joker. Like, into this Joker persona for no reason. Again, this is kind of how the trailer presents it to be, like everything's happening so quick, but then again, how can they present it in a way that will not spoil the movie, and at the same time, we're gonna see how he is as the Joker. So I get that, it's just the way to cut it, you know, it's a short trailer. Not that short actually, almost 2 minutes. Hi Arthur, I'm very happy that you're here that early. I'm not sure if Ivy's here yet. It's a working day for him.
No. You're lying.
It's kind of hard to see what's happening here. It's like a symbolic or some sorts, or not symbolic, or it's literal.
You regret this? No. You're lying.
I have to see it better on the bigger screen. But
you regret this? No. You're lying.
But basically, I mean that what I'm seeing here, it's like again symbolic showing, or literal showing how he lost his wife or something like that.
You regret this? No. You're lying. Are you a liar?
Yes?
Where's your father?
Dead.
How did he die?
Drunk.
Where's your mother?
Yeah, it seems that he has a lot of baggage in his life, and what happened at the end, what actually made him snap was, the tipping point. So now everything is come crashing down on his head and he cannot assimilate what's happening, so he's just doing crazy things and snapping and being evil and stuff. I mean, literally, that's how it looks like. Yeah, one bad day, but it's basically one bad day additionally to what already is happening to him, if you ask me. I don't know what the heck he was doing here, but like, did he put a gas on everybody? Like, release something? Ah, everybody got crazy and fighting each other. Yeah, something that has to do with gas. Yeah, everybody are telling him that he is no good, as the song suggests. Yeah, well, it's very hard to show something that seems to be very complicated in terms of a story. It's very different from what we are used to, and yeah. They're trying to just somehow present us the movie in the way that they will not spoil it, and that we're gonna get some kind of idea what this movie is as in terms of style. Yeah, I take it that what he did before on stage, he just, formed it, or, yeah, reshaped it into what he became as the Joker. He was like, well, instead of killing myself, I'm just gonna kill everybody else. I suppose that he just didn't see any reason to be normal anymore. He was like, all the people disappoint me, the one people that I love, they killed, so I'm gonna just show them who can I really be, or something like that. Just guessing, but it's interesting sometimes when I guess or I suppose all those stuff and they turn out to be true. It's really interesting. But I mean, it's just what the trailer seems to be like showing. Well, guys, that is it. It's really not much to go on. I'm just gonna stop it right here. Okay, really trying to get a very good look at him, but it's kind of hard. It's just where I'm gonna leave it for now. So yeah, guys, it's crazy, and not sure if you're gonna be like used to it, but I'm just wondering, is it going to be like a good, comic book film, or just going to be like a good movie that just happens to be about some guy that it's with a Joker syndrome or something like that. That's what I would call it. I prefer, the comic book style, like, of course. So I'm not sure, in their effort to differentiate themselves from Marvel, this is doing some really crazy stuff, like out of the box stuff. One movie is totally comic book, one movie is like too serious, people don't take it, but don't take it seriously because it's too serious, like Justice League's kind of lighter. I mean, Batman v Superman. Although I really like this style, I mean, I like this comic book style. It's darker, and it's darker because it makes sense in the world that they built. And out of that world, we could have had at least something that's lighter, because when Superman came back to life, he was already lighter in terms of how they presented him, and maybe some changes happened after he was brought back from the dead, which of course there are going to be changes. There's just no way around that. Something in his character must change, and will change, just because this is extremely dramatic effect. And how is this gonna affect his Kryptonian body? his personality. He's gonna see life differently. So all of that is very interesting to tap into and to explore and to have more movies and continuation somehow around that, around what already DC intentionally and unintentionally built and created in terms of what's possible with all the stories of the characters and even Batman. But now we're gonna have pretty much like what we're gonna have. We're gonna have one Wonder Woman movie that's a continuation, obviously, of the first one. We're gonna have, Aquaman sequel, which I really hoping that it's like the first movie, in terms of the humor and how it was overall made. It was so good, so cohesive, so perfect, pretty much for me. And it was in the middle. It had serious moments, but it had light moments, and they all made sense in terms of the situation and the story that the characters were in. So I just love Aquaman and Aquaman's style. I also love Wonder Woman's style, but in terms of the two, really what Aquaman did for me is like the upgrade of Wonder Woman and what it could be done. It gives a lot of room to move, in the same time making everything seems to be logical and cohesive and all of that. And now this here is so different, and of course it's about the Joker. It's not about any other superhero. It's going to be like totally solo movie about him, but that's also the thing, like how you're going to achieve that, how you're going to fit that in the other universe. And if you're not gonna fit this in the other universe, what is this movie for? What is the point? Really, if it's not connecting to anything, if there's no like any Batman, at least not in if it's not in this movie, like further down the line, what is the freaking plan? You have to have some kind of a plan. We don't want to have like standalone movies that are not connected to anything. We want to have a DC movie universe that is as close as the animation universe as possible, as the comic books, because animation universe just represents what we had in the comic books. Everything is connected. I'm not talking about the TV shows per se. I'm just talking about the movie universe. TV show universe is another universe, and it could be connected to like the multiverse idea. I think that that's also great. But in terms of the movies, for the big screen, they have to be somehow connected, so we can all be connected, emotionally to them, to be curious what's the next movie, how this is going to interact with that. I mean, how a particular story, particular character, everything. So to not use that and somehow try to make these movies, like Shazam is separate now, also well, not completely separate, but we are not sure even how connected or separate it is. There's rumors about Henry Cavill not really being there, just like a body double, so maybe Shazam's gonna see him as a shadow, or as just a figure in the sky or something. But we have no idea what they plan, because everything is so different, and different is not bad. They really have to do something that is successful and different from Marvel, I think, but not different in a way of structure that much, because that seems to be working. So maybe, I don't know, around that, or just make a Flashpoint movie that Flash just destroys the previous continuity and create a totally new new lives and new stories for everybody, new worlds. So that is also a great idea, because in a way you're not canceling the old movies, but just building upon them and continuing the story with another universe scenario. But everything that happened in the previous movies will still be canon. I would love that. I love to see how Batman develops, how Superman develops. But of course, we know that Ben Affleck is not Batman, so that is out of the possibilities now. And we're gonna have new Batman. Actually, when you think about it, we can still have a new Batman and still have the Flashpoint paradox idea. Yeah, definitely. I know that this is early from the Joker's origin Arthur, but this is different Joker than the one of Jared Leto, so this is not the Joker from the Jared Leto Suicide Squad current DC universe. That's the thing, that it's not. And yeah, hi Victor. Well, I have to finish with this. again, I really wanted to talk about all of those things because it's really relevant to this freaking thing, that this freaking movie, that it even exists. It's a paradox on itself. Okay, so Thomas Wayne, Martha are present in the two who have Bruce's child. If that is the case, okay, I agree, it's gonna make sense. How it's gonna make sense when you think about, when Batman grows up, is this Joker still alive? Wouldn't that make him like too old? But it's the case here. So all of that is extremely interesting to know. So I can't wait to know. Like DC give us some answers. And yeah, we will have to go and see this movie. Just no way around that. We have to figure this out. Maybe they're gonna say in advance, in advance before the movie comes out. We just don't know. But guys, let me know what are your theories in the comments down below. What you would like to see in the future of the DC universe, and how do you think is the best way to continue the DC universe? Should they like begin totally anew, clean slate, or should they create this flashpoint paradox so we can still have the old movies be canon, to not scratch what Henry Cavill did, what Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, and what of course Zack Snyder did, Ben Affleck, and all of that. And of course we are going to have, don't forget, the Suicide Squad, well, not continuation, but we are going to have Birds of Prey, and Harley Quinn is still freaking canon there as well. So we're gonna have like two different branches of stuff. Like what? Yeah, early 80s. So yeah, probably we're never gonna have Batman and Joker then interaction if it's set in the early 80s, or he's like present in the some kind of a chamber, so it's not getting old. No idea, but this looks very down to earth. It does not look like anything is fantastic about it. I mean, like fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have magic in this world. Doesn't have anything super. Just normal people, normal stuff, guns, normal everything. That's how it looks like. Maybe I'm totally freaking wrong, because you cannot have DC without the magic, without the powers, without the technology. So if you don't have the technology, we should at least have the possibilities that such creatures and beings could exist. That is what I mean. So thank you again very much for watching. Have a great Sunday. Maybe I'm going to try to come back with another but gaming stream this time later on. Now I have to go make breakfast and lasagna. So thank you very much guys for watching, for this super early reaction of the Joker first trailer teaser. And until next time with me, Gary G Reviews. Again, thank you very much for the support, my Gary T's. Mwah.